Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path. It is Saturday morning. I just went to the bank and deposited a check. Sorry if my camera's moving around. But we are going to take a trip today. We're going to go to Claremore, Oklahoma with Michelle and Sarah, and we're going to go book hunting, and then we're going to go to lunch. And I hope you guys want to go with me because I'm taking you with me. So I'm going to drive over to Michelle's house and we will go from there. Oh, that was so shaky, wasn't it? Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path. I'm at Michelle's house. I'm getting ready to go in and check to see if she's ready to go to Claremore, Oklahoma to do some book shopping. And you guys are coming with us. We're going to do some book shopping in a really unusual bookstore. It's a converted house. And then we're going to have some lunch at the world famous Hammett House. So let me go in and see if she and Sarah are ready, and I will check you later.
What am I doing?
Hey everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and we are at Michelle's now, and we are getting ready to go in the car and go to Claremore, Oklahoma. Woo-hoo! So let me switch the camera around. Okay, Michelle, where are we going?
Boarding house books.
Boarding house books, and then we're going to eat at the Hammett House. So tell me what's interesting about boarding house books.
Well, it was originally a boarding house, and it is still set up that way. It's been a while since I've been there, but it should have... you know, like you go in the bathroom and the tub with the standing tub with the feet is still there and things like that. So it's actually set up still like a house, and you can walk around and feel like you've been where other people have stayed. So
yay! Cool. Sounds like Sarah's here, so we better get ready to go. Yep. Check you later.
Bye.
So here we are in the infamous room 16 that had to be unlocked for us. And it's got older books. And so I'm just going to show you room 16. We're at Boarding House Books in Claremore. And I need to stop videoing and take a look at some of these books. We're also going to go to room 2 that has some older vintage books. But I'm going to go in the other room here. See these beautiful books. I just want to show that there's a bed and a trunk and a picture. And we've got books over here too. Ooh. And so we've got some nice copies here, which is super cool. So I'm going to look through these and see what I can find. Okay, hi guys, here we are at the Hammett House. Michelle, what are you eating?
I'm eating a BLT.
That's a big BLT.
Yes,
that looks
with sweet potato fries.
Sarah, Miss Sarah?
Spinach salmon salad.
Lovely, and I've got the big old frito chili pie. And then we're gonna have actual pie afterwards. So we had a good book hunt, but Michelle lost an earring. But Sarah made a book deal.
Yes.
So that was cool. Yay! All right, I'll get back to you guys later after I eat my huge chili pie. Hey everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I have finished book shopping, and now I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor. But first, I wanted to show you that my drink of choice today is Stella Artois in, of course, my jelly my jelly glass. I haven't had a stroke. My husband was teasing me earlier because I said something weird, and that got me really upset. Don't tease about that because I'm at that age. Okay, let's see what we got. First off, let me give you a review of Boarding House Books. So you go in, and it's on kind of their main street, and you go in, and it's huge. It's really, really big. And the bottom floor has shelves and shelves and shelves of bestsellers and hardback bestsellers and everything like that. And then you go upstairs, and they have 16 rooms upstairs. And the rooms upstairs are divided into, like, one room is Westerns, and one room is romance, and one room is kids, and you get the drift. But they have this one room, which is room 16, which has the collectible books in it. And I do have to give them bad points for that, because some of them are like, they're not that old. They're like Barnes and Noble edition collectibles. and they're wanting $75 for them. It's like, dude, I can see inside it's a Barnes & Noble collectible, and I know it's not $75 at Barnes & Noble. And, you know, they're kind of modern books. There was one book in there that I was really interested in, but it was $45. It was out of my price range. And did you know that Harry Houdini wrote a book? Yes, Harry Houdini wrote a book, and it's all about scammers and criminals and how to identify them, how to identify people doing tricks and people doing scams and everything like that. And I just thought that was fascinating. And I really wanted that book. It was in great condition and everything, but still, I couldn't blow my whole budget on the one book. So maybe one day I'll find it again. I mean, I can look for it again at a cheaper price, but who knew? I would love to read that book. Okay, but let me show you what I got. Some of them I think you're going to be surprised at. Let me take a drink first. Some of them not. Okay, first book I got was this edition of the Moonstone. And I have read the Moonstone and I have enjoyed it, but I'll probably read it again because it's been a long time. But I thought this was just a really pretty edition. I mean, it's just black if you take off the dust cover. But I thought it was a really pretty edition, and I love Wilkey Collins, and so I got the Moonstone, and this was $7. And I better stop saying that because most of the books were $7, a couple were $5. And again, I know you can get them cheaper in other places, but you can't walk through this old Victorian boarding house and get them cheaper in different places. So bear with me. Okay. I got this one. This is copyright 1958. Never heard of the author. The author is John P. Marquand, and it's called Women and Thomas Harrow. Women and Thomas Harrow. And I don't know what this is about. He dedicated it to his secretary. Copyright 1958. It's a fiction book. No character in this book is modeled after or intended to represent any real person, living or dead. And I don't know. I'm interested to see what this is. Is it a romance? Is it a how to pick up women in 1958? Is it a suspense novel? I love that because I don't know what it is. And so I'll read it and tell you what it is. Then I went ahead and got this one. Now, I'm a big Mary Stewart fan. But I've never read her Arthurian Legends series. And this is it. I think this is, I don't know if this is the first one or the second one. Isn't Crystal Caves one of them? Let me see if I got the first one or second one. It doesn't say, so I'm going to assume it's the first one. If I'm incorrect, please leave that in the comments, and I will thank you for correcting me. But I thought that was a pretty blue. And like I said, Arthurian Legends, I'm going to give it a whirl. I think that's a good one for this summer when I'm sitting on the porch. I think that'll be good. Okay, bad news. Twitch just entered the room, so may have to pause a second and put her away while I am doing this. Okay. Score 2 for me on this one because I love Phyllis A. Whitney, and I found 2 Phyllis A. Whitneys. This first one is called Rainsong. Not familiar with it at all. So that'll be a good one. She usually writes suspense, so it should be suspenseful. And this one sounds like it's going to be very suspenseful. It's called The Turquoise Mask. And they did a good job by making the outside turquoise. So, The Turquoise Mask. And yeah, so score 2 for me. 2 hardback Phyllis A. Whitneys. Yay! Okay. Now here are going to be my surprising ones, because you guys know me and I have railed for a long time. I'll bring up this one I want to show you last. I've railed a long time against Stephen King, that I am not a Stephen King reader. But I went ahead and bought it because it was just $2, Salem's Lot. And I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a whirl. I know that there are kids in peril in this one because I saw the movie. But if I can use my rational brain long enough to realize that it is a story, it is a work of fiction. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read Salem's Lot. I actually went back for this one. We were headed to the car and we were almost down to the car, and I said, I'm going to go back and get that because it's it's got a little bend here, but it's in good condition, and I'm going to try it. I'm not switching over. I'm not becoming a Stephen King huge fan. I'm telling you right now, no matter how good this book is, I'm not going to do that. That was a little uncalled for. Sorry. But I'm going to give it a whirl. And then I got this one. Now this is one of Michelle's favorite books. And it's The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. And here's the thing. I've got all 3 books. I guess there's 4. I've got The Hobbit, The Fellowship of the Ring, something else, and The Return of the King. Or maybe it's just The Return of the King. But I've got it all in one big volume. And it's a big book to read. And I've never read it. I mean, I've tried. But it's hard to hold, and it's cumbersome, and the font's real small and everything like that. And I was like, well, I've never, I honestly, and I'm not lying about this, I've never seen them split apart like this. And so I thought, this is doable for me. I love Tolkien. I loved The Hobbit. And this is doable for me. So after I get all of those finished, I'm rewarding myself with this beautiful little copy of Anne of Green Gables. Now, isn't that just gorgeous? And it's such a neat size, and I've never read it. I read some of the other Annes, but I've never read the original, and I'm going to read the original, and I'm going to do a cross-stitch project in honor of Anne of Green Gables, which I already have gotten, and I haven't started it yet, so I need to show you that. But anyway, that's what I got from Boarding House Books, and I'm going to have another drink out of my jelly jar and get to putting these away in the proper area in my bookshelves, or just in my big box of unread books. That's probably where they're going to go. But in the meantime, I hope everyone is having a great week, and I will check you later.